Treating cancer is one of the major issues in modern medicine. Even after this much advancement in technology and drugs, cancer is still not 100% curable. But regular diagnosis and early detection is a key. You'll be shocked to know that cancer is also caused by parasites. Yeah, you heard it right. Those tiny little creatures can also be very dangerous. Today, we will learn about 10 symptoms of cancer-causing parasites that people ignore. What are parasites? Parasites are tiny organisms that live on or inside another organism, like stealthy snack stealers. They affect humans, animals, and even plants. These parasites are sometimes dangerous enough to cause cancer. Cancer is like when the body's cells go a bit wild. Cells usually grow and divide in an orderly way to keep our bodies healthy. Well, sometimes something goes wrong, and they start growing and dividing too much. These extra cells form a lump called a tumor. Sometimes these tumors are harmless, but other times they become dangerous and spread to other parts of the body. If you are thinking about how these tiny insects cause cancer, so here you go. Chronic inflammation. Parasites cause infections that lead to cancer in many ways. One common method is through chronic inflammation. When parasites stick around for too long, they make things worse by causing ongoing inflammation in the body. This constant inflammation harms our cells, damaging their DNA and causing mutations that eventually lead to cancer. Immune suppression. Sometimes, parasites mess with your immune system, making it work less effectively. They stop your immune system from doing its job right, like getting rid of cells that turn into cancer. This gives those precancerous cells extra time to grow into full-blown cancer. It's like the parasites are playing defense for the bad cells, letting them cause more problems in your body. Direct damage to host tissue. Some parasites don't just cause problems from a distance. They go right in and damage your tissues, leading to chronic inflammation, scarring, and cellular changes. This continuous tissue damage creates an environment that promotes mutations and increases the risk of cancer development. Toxin production. Some cancer-causing parasites produce toxins that promote DNA damage and inflammation, increasing cancer risk. For example, Entamoeba histolytica is a parasite that releases tissue-damaging toxins. 10 signs of cancer-causing parasites. Even cancer is not always curable, but early detection plays a key role in its treatment. Sometimes our body indicates to us that something is wrong by many symptoms, but we take it lightly and ignore them. Here are 10 signs of cancer caused by parasites that you should not ignore. Number 1. Fatigue. Fatigue is one of the most common symptoms of parasitic infections, especially those linked to cancer, but it is more than your everyday tiredness. It is that kind of deep, bone-weary exhaustion that no amount of sleep can cure. First, these parasites mostly cause chronic inflammation and immune activation in the host's body. The immune system, in response, releases cytokines and other inflammatory mediators that induce fatigue as the body becomes overwhelmed by the overlong immune activity. These chronic infections also weaken the body's defenses, making you more tired. Besides, parasitic infections interfere with the body's ability to absorb nutrients from food, leading to malnutrition and deficiencies in necessary vitamins and minerals. Nutrient deficiencies, especially iron and vitamin B12, are major causes of fatigue. Also, some parasitic infections disturb your normal sleep patterns, leading to insomnia or fragmented sleep. Poor sleep quality worsens fatigue and leaves people feeling tired and unrefreshed despite taking enough bedtime. Number 2. Anemia. Anemia is another key sign of parasitic infections. For those who don't know, anemia is a medical condition followed by a deficiency in the number of red blood cells or a decrease in the amount of hemoglobin in the blood. Red blood cells and hemoglobin are important for carrying oxygen from the lungs to the body's tissues and organs. Some parasites, especially those that feed on blood or cause damage to blood vessels, lead to blood loss. Blood loss happens in 2 ways: outside the body, like bleeding from the gut or pee, or inside, when parasites harm blood vessels or organs. This blood loss reduces the body's overall blood volume and leads to anemia over time. Iron is a necessary hemoglobin component, the protein in red blood cells responsible for transporting oxygen throughout the body. Parasitic infections contribute to anemia by causing iron deficiency. Some parasites, such as hookworms, deplete the body's iron stores, causing iron deficiency anemia. Also, long-term swelling caused by parasites interferes with how the body takes in and uses iron, making iron deficiency anemia worse. Number 3. Digestive issues. Another symptom telling you about parasite causing cancer is a disturbed digestive system. Here's how these digestive issues occur. Sometimes, parasites directly occupy the gastrointestinal tract, causing damage to the lining of the stomach or intestines. The damage causes problems like inflammation, ulcers, and erosion in the stomach or intestines, leading to symptoms like belly pain, discomfort, and bleeding. Moreover, parasites' presence in the gastrointestinal tract affects normal digestive processes and harms nutrient absorption, leading to malabsorption and deficiencies. Also, worms or flukes cause cancer, resulting in mechanical gastrointestinal tract obstruction. Worms or flukes block the passage of food or stool through the intestines, leading to symptoms such as abdominal distension, bloating, and constipation. Parasitic infections also cause microorganism imbalance in the gut, leading to changes in the gut microbiota composition and function. This imbalance is known as dysbiosis and results in gastrointestinal symptoms such as bloating, gas, and diarrhea. This also affects digestion and nutrient absorption, further worsening digestive issues. Number 4, skin rashes. Do you know skin rash is also a sign of parasite causing cancer? It's because some parasitic infections trigger allergic reactions in the body, leading to skin rashes. When the immune system reacts to the parasite's presence, it releases inflammatory substances that cause itching, redness, and skin swelling. These allergic reactions occur as hives, eczema-like rashes, or other types of dermatitis. Also, some parasites, such as hookworm or roundworm, lead to cutaneous larva migrans. This is a condition in which the parasite larvae migrate through the skin, leaving behind tracks or tunnels as they move. These tracks appear as raised, itchy, red, or snake-like lesions on the skin, resembling a rash. They are mostly characterized by intense itching and discomfort. Besides, parasites that lay eggs beneath the skin's surface also cause irritation and inflammation, leading to skin rashes. For example, scabies mites burrow into the skin to lay eggs, resulting in intense itching and small red bumps or rashes. Similarly, parasitic infections caused by fleas or lice lead to skin irritation and rashes. Number 5. Unexplained weight loss or weight gain. Significant weight changes without any clear reason should raise a red flag. This unexplained weight fluctuation is also an indication of parasite-caused cancer. Parasitic infections affect the body's normal metabolic processes, leading to unexplained weight loss or weight gain. Some parasites change the host's metabolism to promote their own survival and reproduction. This results in changes in energy expenditure, appetite regulation, and nutrient absorption. These changes in how the body uses energy make some people lose weight without meaning to, while others gain weight for no clear reason. As you know, some parasitic infections interfere with the body's ability to absorb nutrients from food. This nutrient malabsorption, such as carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, and minerals, results in changes in body composition and weight. For example, chronic infections from tapeworms or roundworms make people lose weight because the parasites take in nutrients from their guts. On the other side, some parasitic infections make people gain weight because they change how the body uses nutrients or make them eat more. Number 6. Cravings. We all sometimes crave sugary products, but that's different. If these cravings are getting more intense day by day, parasites could be the reason. As told earlier, some parasites manipulate the host's nutrient absorption to promote their own survival and reproduction. This increases cravings for specific foods that provide the nutrients necessary for their growth and development. Parasites really want carbs or sugars for energy, proteins to grow and reproduce, and vitamins and minerals to keep their bodies working. These cravings serve to fulfill the parasite's nutritional requirements and ensure their continued survival within the host's body. Also, some parasites produce compounds that mimic or interfere with hormones involved in appetite regulation, such as ghrelin and leptin. These hormonal changes make people want to eat more or change what they like to eat, causing cravings for certain foods. Also, parasites mess with how brain chemicals work, making cravings stronger. Number 7. Lightheadedness and dizziness. Another symptom that you should not take lightly if happens regularly is lightheadedness or dizziness. As mentioned earlier, parasitic infections lead to anemia. When the brain does not receive enough oxygen-rich blood, it leads to symptoms such as lightheadedness and dizziness. These symptoms worsen when you stand up quickly or exert yourself physically. Also, some parasitic infections cause red blood cell destruction, a process known as hemolysis. When red blood cells are destroyed faster than they can be replaced, it causes symptoms such as lightheadedness and dizziness. Besides, some parasitic infections affect the body's fluid balance, leading to dehydration or electrolyte imbalances. Dehydration and electrolyte disturbances result in lightheadedness and dizziness. Also, some parasitic infections directly affect the cardiovascular system, leading to changes in blood pressure and heart rate that result in feelings of lightheadedness and dizziness. Some parasites produce toxin affects the nervous system, leading to symptoms such as dizziness, confusion, and weakness. Number 8. Dysentery. Dysentery is a gastrointestinal infection characterized by intestine inflammation, resulting in severe diarrhea with blood and mucus in the stool, abdominal pain, and fever. It is commonly caused by bacterial or parasitic infections, including parasites that lead to cancer. Some parasites produce toxins that can directly damage the intestinal mucosa and cause inflammation, leading to symptoms of dysentery. These toxins disrupt normal gastrointestinal motility and function, leading to diarrhea with blood and mucus in the stool. Also, parasitic infections mostly trigger an immune response in the body, characterized by the inflammatory mediators released to fight the infection. Intestine chronic inflammation causes tissue damage, ulceration, and erosion, resulting in symptoms of dysentery. Number 9. Abdominal pain and tenderness. Mostly, we all ignore abdominal pain thinking it is a result of indigestion, but that's not the case every time. Sometimes, this abdominal pain indicates serious issues like parasite-caused cancer. How? Let's get into this. Parasitic infections sometimes also involve various organs within the abdomen, such as the liver, spleen, or pancreas. Parasites directly attack these organs or cause secondary complications, such as abscess or cyst formation. Involvement of these organs leads to localized pain and tenderness in the affected area of the abdomen. Also, parasites irritate nerves in the abdominal region, leading to sensations of pain and tenderness. Number 10. Seizures and cognitive issues. Other major symptoms of parasite-causing cancer include seizures and cognitive issues. Some parasites attack the central nervous system, including the brain and spinal cord. When parasites enter the central nervous system, they damage brain tissue directly, disturb normal neurological function, and lead to seizures and cognitive impairment. Also, chronic inflammation caused by parasites within the central nervous system leads to neuronal damage and cognitive dysfunction. Inflammatory mediators released during the immune response also irritate brain tissue and lower the seizure threshold, increasing the risk of seizures. Toxins produced by parasites directly affect neurological function and contribute to seizures and cognitive issues. These toxins may disturb neurotransmitter signaling and induce neurotoxicity. For example, parasites such as Trypanosoma brucei produce toxins that cross the blood-brain barrier and affect the central nervous system, leading to cognitive impairment and sleep disturbances. Some parasites cause cerebral edema or brain tissue swelling. This leads to increased intracranial pressure, compression of brain structures, and neurological symptoms such as seizures, headaches, and cognitive impairment. Sometimes our carelessness or negligence related to our health makes us suffer a lot. We do not pay attention to changes in our bodies, which are signals of something amiss inside us. I'm not saying to get worried and run to a doctor whenever something slight happens, but if you notice prolonged changes in your body, it's better to consult your doctor. And remember, not all parasites cause cancer, but in case of any infections, you must go for a regular checkup and get rid of any doubts. If you find this video informative and helpful, like it and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to share it with your friends to spread awareness.